Hey, Peach. What's up? How are you feeling? I think you said you had surgery, so checking in on how you're doing. How you feeling post-op? I'm good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm good. There's not much to tell, but pretty good today. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. So you're on the right track. Just still getting set up. Ready? My music is a little loud. Thank you for saying that. You're awesome too. Glad you're here. While we're waiting for that, I shall send Betty. Asking snuggle. She's like in a super snuggly mood today. Keeps looking at me all day. She's snuggle me. No, she's so sweet. She's really sweet until she hungry. Music is entirely off? Can't hear anything? Could you hear it before I turned it down? Oh, Devil's Voice. Wait. Is it just low or you can't hear it? Oh, weird. Okay, so I guess if I turn it down low enough, no one can really hear it anyways. Except for me. I don't know if that's a bad thing or not. I think some people, while they're watching study streams, like to listen to their own music. So, but I also don't want, I don't know. I don't know what's better. I'll have to take a poll one day. It's up to you if you want music. Yeah, no, thank you for letting me know. I do want to know these things. I forget to watch my own VODs and stuff sometimes. I keep having issues. I guess I need to turn up my gain. Because, like, I turned it down, and then it was cutting out, and then I turned it up, and then it was too much. So I'm not sure. It seems to change even though I don't change the settings. I don't know. Alright, let's get the right screen up. Why is that not working? Nope. There we go. And we are doing... Oh, I opened up the wrong room or box. I don't think it matters for opening the viewer. This works. I recommend when game you don't. Yeah, I can't do gaming and music at the same time. Today studying or gaming? Today is studying. I might end up do gaming. It depends. We'll see how long and how difficult this box is, and then like if it takes me less than 3 hours, I'll probably switch to, which they're supposed to take like 20 minutes, I think, but if it takes me less than like 3 hours, my goal for today is about 3 hours for streaming. Then I'll switch over to The Last of Us. I really need to finish The Last of Us anyways, so hopefully we'll have some time for some gaming. She's on my lap, but that's not gonna last for long because she's way too distracting. All right. Hey, Farrell. Hey, B. Theo. It's good to see you too. Yeah, one more look at this sweet baby. She loves the microphone. All right, gotta get down. All right. Gotta focus. Chat will adopt the cat. All right, we can all be Betty's parents. You and I are gonna have to fight Betty's mind. I don't know about that. I will fight anybody that tries to take the Betty from me. All right. Networking knowledge plays... Oh, I need to change my stream info. I forgot to update it. Let me do that. What is this called? Ignition. Yeah. And then I'm ready. Ignition. Boom. Put them up. Put them up. What's the like Brazilian fight dancing? With this kind of music, that's how I envision us fighting, is the what's it called? Not Krav Maga. Capoeira. 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 Okay. I'll focus. Networking knowledge plays a tremendous part for your overall readiness as an upcoming cybersecurity engineer. Features such as Active Directory, Kerberos authentication, server message block, hypertext transfer protocol, secure shell can all be dissected into our almost simplest form if enough networking knowledge is applied. Ooh, man, we're getting back into networking. All right, I don't know if I'm ready for this. However broad, we will be exploring only a part of the whole networking subject, specifically HTTP, vHosts, and DNS with this target. I still do not understand the, ooh, I forgot the name of it. layers of networking. What do they call it? CSI, I think. Networking does seem like a superpower, but it comes at a cost of lots of agony, I think. Confusion. Who doesn't want you to talk? Oh, no. They want me to focus. That's what they want. OSI, not CSI. Jesus. Forget what it stands for. Let's look. I haven't looked at it in a week or so. Open systems interconnect. Doesn't even say in the explanation. Explanation. Wow, I can't talk today. Not that I'm an expert speaker ever, but a little jumbled. I don't have long before I gotta go. I'm supposed to debut a song tonight. Ooh. Did you write it? Or are you just singing it? I didn't know you did music. It's exciting. Alright. Open systems interconnection. Wait, isn't that what you said? That is what you said, basically. You didn't make that up. Ohio Syrup Institute. I wonder if that's even a... Oh, I hope that's a thing. You wrote it, nice. Lyrics, piano, and clarinet? Dang. Just focus. Okay. Before you get started with this target, we strongly recommend you brush up on your networking knowledge by reading our Introduction to Networking on HackTheBox Academy. Let's see if this is accessible. Affected by... I don't need technical support. Okay. When hope comes. All right. I look forward to checking it out. I can't play an instrument. I can't sing. I can't do anything when it comes to music. I can appreciate it. That's about it. Where is the actual module? I don't know how to use this. Oh, okay, so it's not free. Oh! Did I have cubes? I guess I did. Oops. Oh, and IPSEC is a co-author, so that's cool. I don't believe that you can't sing something. I am totally not singing for you. I sing a little bit when I get like weird on stream, but that's about it. It has to come out just in my natural weirdness flow. You can hack the Gibson. Yeah, I can totally hack the Gibson. I'm a pro hacker. Gotta give you some starting cubes. Cube time. All right, well, I guess we're doing this. Kind of like reading a textbook. Oh, great. IPSEC, yeah. Pretty famous. I don't know too much about him, but definitely heard the name a whole bunch. And I know he has, somebody recommended, I have it in my, yeah. Oh. Yeah, this search thing for his videos. Maybe we'll be able to use. I don't know. I think the videos are not as. We'll see. I was in pouncing corner till you sing. You do not want to hear me sing. I will. I guarantee it. Not pretty. I'll do like karaoke every once in a while, though. Okay. So. How does this work? Okay, so this is like really long. This is the whole module? One module? Yikes. How much reading is that? Jeez. Okay, I got this. I got this. No, don't threaten to unfollow. They didn't sing. All those green bluish icons mean just reading. If it has a green cube, it is interactive. Okay, so it's just reading. Great. All right, well, let's see if I can use it as like notes for the box, and then I'll do this tomorrow while I'm not streaming. More in depth, I guess. Where is it though? Like, where do I? I'm not reading any. So the relevant paths. There's no time limit. That's nice. Okay. But how do I start? Oh, here it is. Woo! Look at that. That's dense. Fun story. All right. I'm gonna try and use it as notes for the lab. Let's see how far I can get. All right, at the beginning of your journey. Glad we're friends too. At the beginning of your journey through networking, you might find yourself understanding connections between your host and a server at a very general macro level. Yeah. That's how I describe it. The packet simply travels from your end to the server and then back with a response, right? For the purpose of better grasping the networking concepts explained by this machine, the write-up will contain a series of diagrams which will evolve alongside your understanding of references to networking technologies to use today. Let's start with a web request example. Simplest action of accessing a website through your browser. All right. You will see that the more we analyze the current example, the more additional technologies will be added on top of the current scheme, creating a complex view of the framework of the internet as a whole entity currently relies on for communication between hosts. Oh, you know what? I forgot my water. I'll go grab it. Good hard drive? I don't know. I don't even know what brand mine is or anything. I can check. Um, you mean like an external hard drive or like a hard drive? Hard drive. You mean external hard drive? I think mine, I just got, I don't know, I just like researched on Amazon and patronized the devil by ordering it from Amazon. All right. The enumeration. Post, server, sends the request, server sends the response. Starting off with an Nmap scan, please. Everything. We select SC and SV switches to trigger default script scanning and version detection. This yields us a singular result, port 80 open and running. Nginx. So far, this seems straightforward. However, from the output right below that, we notice that the HTTP title returns did not follow redirect to http/ignition HTTP. Keep this URL in mind for now. Okay. I hate the switches and stuff because then I don't know how to reach for the dash, so it just messes up my typing. That's just me complaining. Nginx? Oh, engine. That makes sense. Thank you. Of course, I spelled it completely wrong. I am doing cybersecurity. I'm just, well, today this is like considered networking, which is a fundamental to learning cybersecurity. So I don't even know if I can really say that I'm doing cybersecurity. Upon attempting to I'm learning networking with cybersecurity in mind. Like it's cybersecurity, it's geared towards cybersecurity, I guess. Upon attempting to access the web page through a browser window, we are presented with the following error. Check if there is a typo in the ignition.htb. Where does it say that? Oh. Not what I get back, but okay. It references the same URL we found during our Nmap scan, but without further details as to what might cause this error to pop up when simply attempting to access the website. Below is a more detailed error code is displayed. DNS probe finished. Next domain. Okay. That's not what I'm getting, but sure. Do I need to put the port number? Oops. Was it 80? I'll see. Nginx development is a niche career that pays a lot if anyone is interested. LOL. Okay. I'll keep that in mind while exploring it. So is it like you break the site and then you are trying to fix the site? I'm not breaking anything on purpose yet. I'm literally just like learning. Right now I'm just scanning a network. I'm not breaking it. It's already broken. I'm trying to, I'm gonna guess that I'm gonna try and fix it. And along the way understand networking better. Like how I fix it is gonna help me understand networking. I hope. I think you missed it yesterday. I think you went to bed, but I was like almost done with my box and catastrophe happened where I accidentally wiped out everything and I just broke it beyond repair and had to restart the entire thing and go another hour, which was inevitable. It was inevitably gonna happen at some point, but yesterday was the day that it actually happened. I'm sure it won't be the last time either. Yeah, Devil's Voice gave me some bad advice. But it happens. Gotcha, okay, I find it fascinating how it all works. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I kind of messed up following the instructions. And it was broken already, and then I just like extra broke it. Okay, it's bothering me that I'm not getting this error message. Like it never matches up, but oh well. After a quick Google search of the error, we learned that there might be two underlying reasons for this error to be appearing. We've mistyped ignition.htb address in our URL search. And the DNS server can't find the associated IP address for the mistyped name. Or we've entered any host name such as ignition.htb into the search bar, but the website expects us to. We never entered, sorry. Can't talk today. I'm gonna turn down this music a little bit more too. I feel like it got louder. Oh, thanks, that's weird. I stand where I want. Go stand in the corner. Okay. He did leave, though. He kind of like borked it, helped me bork it, and then just left. He kind of did already go in the shame corner. He spent his time there. Okay, so we didn't enter the host name. Since we know for a fact that we never entered any host name in the search bar, we'll be exploring the second option only. This option refers to an issue with what is known as a name-based B hosting or virtual hosting. According to the Wikipedia article on virtual hosting, we have the following statements. Virtual hosting is a method for hosting multiple domains with separate handling of each name on a single server or a pool of servers. This allows one server to share its resources, such as memory and processor cycles, without requiring all services provided to use the same host name. Huh? Separate handling, but on a single server. Okay. Have to be. It can be a pool of servers. This sentence is like a lot going on. All right. Allows one server to share its resources. Require. I don't totally get it, but okay. The term virtual hosting is usually used in reference to web servers, but the principles do carry over to other internet services. So you don't hear the music at all. Maybe? I don't understand that. I gotta mess around with my sound more. That means. Because I've been having a lot of audio issues. I haven't really been paying attention to whether you can hear the music or not in my VODs. I like just haven't noticed, I guess. Can't remember. I am an OBS user. It's a different volume than what you hear. I know that. I try to make it as equal as possible, but it does not seem to be working. I'll just turn it up, I guess. Literally hear you at that point. Oh yeah, I think Devil's Voice clipped it. Sometimes you can hear boost audio levels past 100% in OBS, that helps. Huh? I have it. Now can you hear it? I don't think that should have, but maybe. I don't know that much about audio. All right, back to virtual hosting. A technical prerequisite needed for some name-based virtual hosts is a web browser with HTTP 1.1 support, commonplace today, to include the target host name in the request. This allows the server hosting multiple sites behind one IP address to deliver the correct site's content. This is very confusing. Okay, more specifically, it means setting the host HTTP header, which is mandatory in HTTP 1.1. I should be taking notes, but I'm too confused. You know it's bad when you're too confused to take notes. Maybe it's just on YouTube. Maybe you just put it on YouTube. I didn't check. Take a note. All right, I'll take a note. So this is just a way for multiple domain names to be hosted on a single server without requiring all services provided to use the same host name. Okay. There's just a way to use the server for multiple domain names. The term virtual hosting is usually. Okay. Oh no. There goes the yawning. Technical prerequisite needed for there's name-based virtual hosts, and that needs HTTP. I don't have a Discord server. I'm gonna leave that to Chad. Furthermore, if the domain name service or domain name system or DNS is not properly functioning, it is difficult to access a virtually hosted website even if the IP address is known. If the user tries to fall back to using the IP address to contact the system, as in HTTP IP address, the web browser will send the IP address as the host name. Since the web server relies on the web browser client telling it what a server name or vhost to use, the server will respond with a default website, often with a default website, often not the site the user expects. A workaround in this case is to add the IP address and host name to the client's system host files. Accessing the server with the domain name should work again. Now it's etc. hosts, etc. Etsy/host. In short, multiple websites can share the same IP address, allowing users to access them separately by visiting the specific host names of each website instead of the hosting server's IP address. Okay, so different websites can have the same IP address. Interesting. The web server we are making requests to is throwing us an error because we haven't specified a certain host name out of the ones that could be hosted on the same target IP address. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. From here, we think that simply inputting ignition.htb instead of the target IP address into the search bar would solve our issue, but unfortunately this is not the case. When entering a host name instead of an IP address as a request destination, there is a middleman involved that you might not know about. Okay. And that would be DNS. Oh, what is happening? There's no Discord, but if you are studying these here. Oh, yeah. No, yeah, that's what I was saying is, all right, I'll drink some water. Thanks. Stay hydrated. Yes. I'm saying I'm in other Discords that are InfoSec cybersecurity related, and they are, I need to make a shout out for this Discord or something. I need to like ask Chad if I can pimp out his Discord on my stream, but it's Chabby Noob. I can do another shout out to him. It's actually, I think it's on, let me check. You're distracting me, but that's okay for right now. Let me just see. You're distracting me.
Here you go, buddy.
Thanks.
And I think he just streamed again the other day, so I think he's starting to stream again. Awesome. Oh yeah, he has been streaming. Oh, I missed it. He was streamed like all week last week, and I totally missed it. Dang it. Oh, he doesn't. Yeah. So his Discord is on his profile, which I will now shout out. Took me 30. Okay, it took you 30 minutes of Googling. I do the shout outs. Chat. You should have asked me, because I am slow, but I am reliable. There we go. So if you go to his page, his Discord, there's a link. And then the other one, I don't think there's a link for, like out in the open, out in the wild. Let me see. Oh, Footpics for sale she must have nuked her Twitch. Dang it, she hasn't streamed in like a million years, so that's probably why, but yeah, Chad's Discord's a good one if you're interested in learning InfoSec stuff and hanging out with the InfoSec people that are cool. Oops, I think you gotta remove the @ in the shout out. Really? It didn't work? Oh. I totally messed that up. Okay. That work? Yeah, that worked. Okay. Thank you for telling me. I'm not smart. Yeah, I thought it worked with the @ but maybe not for everybody. Maybe it's picky. Because I have checked it before, but I don't know. Anyways, back to this. Back to DNS. Okay, the domain name system is a hierarchical and decentralized naming system for computers, services, and or other resources connected to the internet or a private network. It associates various information with domain names assigned to each of the participating entities. Most prominently, it translates more readily memorize domain names to the numerical IP addresses needed for locating and identifying computer services and devices with the underlying network protocols. I mean with underlying network protocols. Okay. Oh, device. Okay, I see what it's saying. By providing worldwide distributed directory service, the domain name system has been an essential component of the functionality of the internet since 1985. That's why it's really hard to fix it, right? Because it's like the bones. Gotta go? Alright, good luck with your new song. Oh, you're a Mac user? I don't know. It's kind of like insecure-ish, but you build around it, I guess. Like, I don't know enough to be saying too much about it, but I don't know how to explain anything. Let me just have this. Let me move on. Explain more. Now you're just asking me to explain more. That's okay, you're supposed to be lost. No, you're not supposed to be lost. I'm saying, well, as we read, I will hopefully be able to point out what I'm talking about. Because DNS is involved when translating the host names to the IP address. Alright, let me just start back over on this. Because DNS is involved when translating the host names to the one IP address available on the server side, this will prove to be an issue once the target is isolated, such as in our case. In order to solve this, we can edit our own local host files, which includes correlations between host names and IP addresses, to accommodate for the lack of a DNS server doing it on our behalf. But is this like realistic? I mean, when do you not have a DNS server? I guess this is kind of like working backwards. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna stop thinking out loud so much. Okay, until then, we must first confirm that we are correct. In order to get a better view of the exact requests and responses being made, and to confirm our suspicion, we will need to make use of a popular and easy to use tool called curl. This tool will allow us to manipulate HTTP requests made to a server and receive the responses directly in the terminal, without the latter being interrupted by our browser as generic error messages, such as in this example above. Allow us to manipulate the HTTP. Or manipulating HTTP requests. Curl is pre-installed with almost every Linux operating system. To see its capabilities, type curl/h or -h in your terminal. All right, let's take a little peek. Oh man, okay. Wow, there's a lot of information about curl. Okay. It's like never ending. Wow, this is like the longest man page I've seen. It just keeps going. Wow. W curl, it's what you can use to download stuff without browser GUI. That's like a CLI-based browser, CLI-based browser. Like a cross between Lynx and wget. I'm just gonna say Wiget because I like it. That is what she said. Just keep. Happy eyeballs. Happy eyeballs timeout, MS. What the hell? Algorithm that attempts to. Yeah, this is never ending. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna quit that. That's too much. You like it? No, you don't. You hate it. Looking through the help menu options, we decide to simply make the output more detailed in order to learn as much as possible from the target's responses. We can achieve this by increasing the verbosity of the script's outpost. So -V, make the operation more talkative. More detailed output will be displayed during runtime. As observed from the screenshot above. Oh, you know what? I bet we can answer some questions. Service version is found to be running on port 80. What is the 3-digit HTTP status code returned when you I don't. Where is it? Then give me a 3 code. Verbosity, nice. What? Yeah, Farrell, do it. Subject yourself to the live struggle. It's exhilarating. I don't know. $304 or 30? I mean, 404. Let's just ask. I don't know. Oh. Wait. Yeah. 302. Oh, I thought it was asking about an error code, not a status code. Oops, I read that wrong. What is the virtual host name the web page expects to be accessed by? That ignition? Was the full path to the file on the Linux computer that holds a local list of domain name to IP address. That is etc host. Etsy host. Alright, use a brute force tool. Use a tool to brute force directories on the web server. What is the full URL? Okay. I haven't done that yet. Did I already read this out loud? I don't remember. Till then, we must. Yeah. Looking through the help menu options side. Wait, we already did that. Alright, as observed from the screenshot above, our request contains a host field, which is the host to the target's, which is, man, I can't talk, which is the home to the target's IP address instead of the host name. Okay. found response together with the location header indicates that the resource we requested / has been temporarily moved to http ignition.htb. This means that our assumptions were true. What? The 302 response together with the location header. Okay. But what does the 302 response mean? Means that it just means that it was found. 302 just means that it was found, okay. It is kind of like a job, but it's a job that you have control over, at least. So that's the fun part. technically still working for the man because, you know, Jeff Bezos owns Twitch, basically, so. Yeah. To solve this issue we are currently facing here, we will modify the local DNS file named host located in the Etsy directory. The first command illustrated below has the purpose of inputting the target's IP address with its associated host name in the host table, which would in turn allow your web client to visit the website which was previously reporting an error. Okay. So this isn't remedying the DNS, it's just the host file. Make sure to replace the target IP part on the first line. Oh wow, I can't believe they even said that out loud. And the second line becomes user account. My password, like my password to HackTheBox? Okay. Is that what it means? It means my own password? Okay. Wow. Seems invasive. Oh, so like DNS aliases. You use Etsy. Yeah, I don't understand. It's saying to give us one? No. I think it means my password. But it's still not considered tampering with the DNS, right? It's like still separate from the DNS server or system. Yeah. Just have to make sure that I can get into this. Okay. Once this configuration is complete, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I gotta do this. It did not ask for my password. That's weird. I guess because I'm already logged in and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't make me type in my password. Weird. Once this configuration is complete, we can proceed to reload the target's web page and verify its load successfully. Since the requested host name now has an association in your host file, the website can load without issue. From here, we can start working towards gaining a foothold. The hiccups. Yay. Did it. I feel like I need to, I feel like I need to write down, thanks for the bit. So if I'm taking a note, this line echo blah da 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 da, you know, this thing, that is to, let me take this. Has the purpose of inputting the target's IP address with an associated host table. So to you love those 1 bits. I'm gonna have to put like a minimum or something. No, I'm just kidding, but it's so loud. For me, at least. Inputting. Okay. Oh. Yeah, you do it for the jump scares. Nice. All right. Now we're on to the footholds. Oh wait, did we be able to do this? No. Cluebuster. Alright. After exploring the landing page for a short period of time, we can deduce that nothing helpful can be leveraged here. The only option of exploring the website further is using GoBuster. Yeah, I don't have much going on here. They didn't give us like a copy and pasteable commands thing for this write-up. That's weird. Bound to have a typo. What does this do? We're finding all the hidden files. We can't see. From output of our GoBuster script, we find our target. The /admin page returns a 200 response code, signaling its availability. No, we got what? 404? Oh, there it is. Oh, why is it going so slow? It's gonna take forever. What? Got what we needed, I guess, already, but it's still going. You can navigate to it by appending it to the end of the URL. Look up the password requirements for Magento and also try searching for the most common passwords of 2023, which password provides access to the admin account. Our login screen is presented to us with a logo for Magento, boasting in the middle of the page. A username and password are being requested. Normally, we would go off credentials that be extracted through other means, such as an FTP server left unsecured as seen before. This time, however, we will attempt some default credentials for the Magento service. There is no other basis upon which we can rely. Alright, the Magento. Shell and Tell, hello. Sorry, I was not paying attention. I actually try and not jump scare you. Ah! No. You can jump scare me. I won't be offended. Not being very good hall monitor by shocking the class. Okay. Are you hall monitor? Weekpass.com is a great place for a very large and realistic word list. Okay, I'm gonna put that. I think the lesson is if you're gonna cause a jump scare, it better be not be for one measly bit. It kind of makes me laugh, though. Keeps me on my toes. They have different lists. Why not one giant list, different languages, maybe? Different lists are for different types of attacks, such as web or Active Directory enumeration. As well, sometimes you don't need 1 billion passwords. Yeah, like, also, wouldn't it be for, like, different password requirements? Like, different standards, I guess? You're special like a school crossing guard. Alright. Sure. You can be my school crossing guard. Wait, where was that? The Magento admin is protected by multiple layers of security measures to prevent unauthorized access to your store, order, or customer data. The first time you sign in to the admin, you're required to enter your username and password and set up two-factor authentication. Depending on the configuration of your store, you might also be required to resolve a CAPTCHA challenge, such as entering a series of keyboard characters, solving a puzzle, or clicking series of images with a common theme. These tests are designed to identify you as a human, rather than an automated bot. For additional security, you can determine which parts of the admin each user has permission to access, and also limit the number of login attempts. But by default, after 6 attempts, the account is locked, and the user must wait a few minutes before trying again. Locked accounts can also be reset from the admin. You can't get into the admin, and how do you reset the admin? What? An admin password must be 7 or more characters long and include both letters and numbers. Yes, the latest password dump called RockU 2024 is a 5 billion passwords, but the data is raw and not cleaned up, so it isn't a very good resource. Weekpass.com has cleaner lists. Okay. According to the documentation, we should not attempt to brute force this login form because it has anti-brute force measures implemented. We'll need to guess the password. Wait. That was brute forcing directories, not passwords. So where was I? Since the password must be 7 or more characters long, and to include both letters and numbers, we can attempt to use the most common passwords of the year 2021, as well as a common username such as admin. From the list, only the following password fulfills the requirements. After manually attempting a number of these credentials, we land on a successful login. The correct combination is admin with QWERTY123. Oh. Alright. I mean, gotta sanitize your data. Sounds like a memory intensive endeavor. Yeah. Alright, done with the ad. Sweet. Ooh, hello, Bozeus? Bozeus. Bozeus? Hello, hello. Welcome. Wait, what happened? Ooh, I have 100 followers now. Hell yeah. Thanks for helping me get to my goal. Welcome in. Presented with the Magento administrative panel. Oh, let me log in. Where'd it go? Why is it struggling so much? Come on. I feel like I need a snack soon. I have to take a snack break soon. Come on. Go. We just got lucky with this one. A lot of luck. What is the dealio? Is it because it's doing the scan still? It's only 5% done, this filibuster. Can I cancel this? Because I already have the information that I need. Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah, okay. Oh, that made it go. Sweet. Where the flag can be found under the advanced reporting section of the dashboard. Oh, it's right here. Oops. Yay, okay, I'm done. Alright, should I change it to a gaming stream? I can keep going, because I'm like kind of out of time. Or I might have time to do both. Another room and, or another box and another game stream. That was fun. Boom. Another box down. I did not need to review the networking for that. Thank God, but not that I don't want to learn networking. I do. Just not on. I don't want to do a bunch of reading on stream. I mean, I do that anyways, but still. All right, let's take a look at bike. Let's at least get it started, I guess. What is this room on? Let me change my stream info. Yeah, that box was not too bad. Took me a while to get through it, but that's just because I was thinking about it. We learned about virtual hosting a little bit, DNS a little bit. Pretty much it. Use GoBuster. Oh, it doesn't want me to. I might need to take like a bowl of cereal. Let me take a little short break. I will be back in, I don't know, less than 5 minutes. So stick around, but yeah, now Betty's yelling. Okay, I'll be right back.
this right here's for practice. I hate to get the seats in the bins wet, but that's how good your ass is. Make an old man get his glasses, make Wesley pay his taxes, then follow your moves all week on Twitter. Probably make a gay nigga reconsider.
And I'm back. Got some caffeine. Also, I'm gonna be double fisting caffeine in a second because I have Dry Pepsi. I'm brewing some coffee. So, should be good to go. Hopefully my soda doesn't make me for a bunch bad. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't drink this. I didn't think about that. Okay. Bike by Ponix. This machine focuses on the exploitation of a server-side template injection vulnerability. Server-side template injection vulnerability, okay? Identified in handlebars, a template engine in Node.js. I don't remember the handlebars. I don't remember. Must have been tier 0? Yep, there it goes. Okay. Walkthrough will demonstrate how to exploit the SSTI in web server when the developer doesn't sanitize user input correctly. We'll also cover the basics of Node.js, template engines, and global variables, as well as how to escape a sandbox environment with restricted JavaScript commands available. Sounds exciting. The first step to scan the target IP address with Nmap to check what ports are open, please. We'll do this with the help of a program called Nmap. Here is a quick explanation of the flags to do. So we're going to use the verbosity flag as well. Oh, that's it. Oh, the -V made it kind of like bulky. Scan reveals port 22 SSH open. However, We'll ignore it for now as we don't have credentials or keys, and that can be used to authenticate. We also have port 80 open, which is running an HTTP node.js server and making use of the Express framework. Upon visiting port 80, excuse me, we are presented with a web page that is currently under construction and the option to subscribe to updates about the page using an email address. Whoa, I just got like really weird deja vu. Freaky. All right, an email subscription in web pages is usually an option that allows web visitors to receive updates via email regarding the status of the website or the company or individual that owns it. Let's provide a test email to verify we have a working application. When given an application to test, use it as if you are using it intendedly. Sometimes developers put in poor code as a quick solution, leading to vulnerabilities. Let's input the email phoenix@hackthebox.eu and click submit. I don't know why it had us do the -B. Harder to read now. We can click submit and the page refreshes and we get the following output. And again, huh? Alright, the output shows that any input that is submitted in the email field gets reflected back to the user once the page reloads. This could lead us down a trail of thinking about various potential exploitation vectors such as cross-site scripting. However, we first need to know what framework and coding languages the website uses for its backend. That would be WAPLizer, right? Yeah, okay, so in this instance, we have a pretty good rundown of the server backend from Nmap. WAPLizer. Wap. I may do my stuff. In this instance, we have a pretty good rundown of the server backend from the Nmap report on port 80. However, we can use the helpful extension called WAPLizer, which scans the website and finds information the web page is using, such as blah blah blah. WAPLizer. To install an add-on such as rubber. Okay, I don't have the CDN thing. Why? Weird. I really feel like that Wappleizer output should be this game. Both Nmap and Wappleizer have reported that the server is built on Node.js and is using the Express framework. Node.js is an open source cross-platform backend JavaScript runtime environment that can be used to build scalable network applications. Okay, what is Express? Express is a minimal and flexible Node.js web application framework that provides a robust set of features for web mobile applications. With this information in mind, we can start identifying potential exploitation paths. Various attempts at verifying an XSS vulnerability with default payloads, such as script alert script, have been unsuccessful. For this reason, we must look for a different vulnerability. Node.js and Python web backend servers often make use of a software called template engine. What is a template engine? Template engines are used to display dynamically generated content on a web page. They replace the variables inside the template file, which actual values, and display these values to the client. Like an user opening a page through the browser. Web apps are so boring, front end is boring. Yeah, well, I am bored. I am getting bored. Maybe I should take a game break before I tackle this and come back to this. This is a pretty long write-up. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna switch to gaming for a little bit. Do you, Jeremy? All right, cool. All right, let's do that. I can process what I just learned and chill out for a little bit, then we'll get back to it. All right, I gotta get my controller. It's all set up. Yeah, sorry my stream's kind of all over the place. Oh, but I'm gonna minimize this. Let's see if my had a lot of technical difficulties last week. My graphics card kind of started failing, and I replaced it. Hopefully, my computer doesn't crash anymore. I'm gonna try and open this game. Taking oh, they have like 2 categories, remastered and regular one. Why would they make 2 separate categories? It's all the same game. Come on, computer, you can do it. Believe in you. No, what is it doing? Come on. Oh, this might be an epic fail. There goes my stream. No. Okay, the game came up, but I think my stream is down now. Nope. Oh, and we're back. Sweet. Killing it. enough of the jazz. I'm to shoot some zombies. If I can get it to work. What the heck? I can't. Come on. Oh my god, come on. Fuck. No, 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 I'm so close, I'm so close. Yeah, just shut up. Alright, that was crazy. My graphics card is not handling this. How can I fix it? I gotta turn something. Okay, hopefully this works. I don't know. No, I don't think this stream is gonna work. Oh my god. For some reason, if I start stream with gaming, it works. But if I switch to gaming, it doesn't seem that it will work, even with stuff. Guess I'll give it another minute and then see. Not very playable. Oh shit. Why did that take two? This should be a one shot, one kill. No? This is such an intense part of the game, too. Come on.
Go! Go! Don't let him escape!
We got them surrounded! Close in!
Okay, this is totally not working. I'm totally gonna have to go back to... this is- That did not work. Sorry, stream. I'm gonna have to, now we're on an ad break. Yikes. Uh...
If you've been thinking about using two.
I guess we're just gonna have to study. It's the only option. Fail. Wait, what happened to my stream? No. Back? Oh, I gotta go get my coffee.
I don't know. Have a good day, okay?
Okay, we're back, nerds. Let's go.
You see here, kid? You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes after or what came before.
All right, back to Wappalizer. What is a template engine? Template engines are used to display dynamically generated content on a web page. They replace the variables inside a template with a file with an actual values and display these values to the client, like a user opening a page through their browser. For instance, if a developer needs to create a user profile page, which will contain usernames, emails, birthdays, and various other content, that is very hard, if not impossible, to achieve for multiple different users with the same static HTML page. A template engine would be used here, along a static template that contains the basic structure of the profile page, which would then manually fill in the user information and display it to the user. Template engines, like all software, are prone to vulnerabilities. The vulnerability that we will be focusing on today is called server-side template injection. What is SSTI? Server-side template injection is a vulnerability where an attacker injects malicious input into a template in order to execute commands on the server. All right, time to take a note. But to put it plainly, an SSTI is an exploitation technique where an attacker injects native to the template engine code into a web page. All right, I'm gonna have to make that my note actually. Cool. Code is then run via the template engine and the attacker gains code execution back to the server.
En el aquí y el ahora. Comenzamos.
This attack is very common on Node.js. I don't know where to put on a space. JS websites, and there is a good possibility that a template engine is being used to reflect the email that the user inputs into the contact field. In order to exploit a potential SSTI vulnerability, we'll need to first confirm its existence. After researching for common SSTI payloads on Google, we find this HAXXING article that showcases exploitation techniques for various different template engines. The following image shows how to identify if an SSTI vulnerability exists and how to find out which template engine is being used. Once the engine is identified, a more specific payload can be crafted to allow for remote code execution. The detection paragraph in the HAXXING page shows a variety of special characters commonly used in the template expression. Oh, we're supposed to go like this. Oops.
With the jazz.
I wonder if it's always 7s or if 7's just like a placeholder. Some of these payloads can also be seen in the previous image and are used to identify SSTI vulnerabilities. If an SSTI exists, after submitting one of them, the web server will detect these expressions as valid code and attempt to execute. In this instance, calculating the mathematical equation 7 times 7, which is equal to 49. What? It exists after submitting one of them. And of what? The payload? The web server will detect these expressions. Oh. As a valid code and attempt to execute them. Okay, that's for the vulnerability. Let's try inputting $ bracket 7 times 7 bracket into the email submission form. Okay. Server did not execute the expression and only reflected it back to us. Let's move on to the second payload, which is... Ooh, okay. That time we got something good. This means that the payload was indeed detected as valid by the template engine. However, the code had some error and was unable to be executed. An error is not always a bad thing. On the contrary, for a penetration tester, it can provide valuable information. In this case, we can see that the server is running from the /root/backend directory, and also that the handlebars template engine is being used. There's handlebars, okay. Looking back at hack tricks, we can see that both handlebars and Node.js are mentioned, as well as a payload that can be used to potentially run commands on a handlebars SSTI. To determine if this is the case, we can use burp suite to capture a post request via Foxy proxy and edit it to include our payload. Can't remember, I don't think I've used burp suite yet. We provide a great, I've heard all about it. Wait, no, I think we did use it. I just can't remember. It's been so much. We provide a great module on using web proxies. If you have not used burp suite before, it will provide a lot of valuable information. All right. This is a little intimidating. I think I have to do the burp suite with... Oh, I have totally used burp suite. Yeah. Okay, now I remember. Now I recognize it. So... how do I open burps? Not a data voice. I do. Does that work? No. Sweet. That worked. Unity edition. Alright, this is where it gets tricky. This is where it kind of stops holding my hand and I actually have to think. This tutorial. It's been a minute since I learned how to use this. I think I used it, yeah, in THM. Well, I can't do this entire module right now. This is gonna take 8 hours. Oh my gosh, why would I go to school when I can do this for 8 hours a day? Jesus. I prefer doing this over school. Yeah, I'm like... I was supposed to go back in the fall, back to school, but some things have come up that are, of course, there's always something, right? That are gonna get in the way of that, and I'm not sure if I can fully commit to it right now anyways, and I'm just like wondering like if there, maybe if now's not the time, I should just like full-blown like commit to doing this kind of thing. Like HackTheBox Academy seems like it's really in depth, so it's cheaper than going to school too. I'm just not sure what to do. I mean, school, I'm not exactly like... I got funding, but still means I have to be full, that I can be. I can't afford to be full now, so that's probably not going to work out. Do they allow you to do part-time, like half the subjects? HackTheBox seems pretty good. A cyber game. Have you used it? Yeah, I'm like new to it, but I've seen people doing it, and it gets really hard though. I'm like afraid that I guess with streaming, like having the support with streaming will help me get through it, but you know, that's the nice thing about school is you have that support to kind of help you get through it. I'm just not sure what to do. I'm like contemplating my entire life right now. Because I do really want to learn this stuff. I'm getting kind of into it. But it just seems like such a commitment if you really want to like be able to do anything. Like you have to learn so much. There's so much ground to cover to be able to really do anything exciting. I haven't used it, but all the tools here make sense. Yeah, that's something that school and classmates can help with. Yeah. Like to complete this room, I'm trying to think about like, should I just start this module? Trying to figure out if there's a shortcut way to get around it so that I can get through the box, but I think the reality is I just have to take a deeper dive into some of this stuff on the academy side. See, okay, so it wants me to use Burp Suite, but it doesn't want to tell me what to do. I have to figure out what to do. Right? Like it's not giving me a lot of information. Which is crazy because I learned how to use Burp Suite on THM, not HackTheBox. So they want you to be, they are kind of just pushing you off a bridge or pushing you out of the nest or whatever you want analogy that works. Here. They're really pushing you into the academy right now. They did this in the last room, but I got through the last box, but I got through the last box without that, but I just don't see how I'm gonna get around it this time. It's been a month since I was introduced to Burp Suite, and I just don't. All right, let me just watch this video. Oh, there's no like audio on. How did I get here? Do I just put... What is the host? Is this what I want to do? I don't want to be reading then. A post request via... Where do I input the URL though? I don't see how to I'm trying to figure out if there's a quick way for me to figure this out, but I just... We're using a different version of Burp Suite too. It's just... I don't know. I get it. This post thing. This is tier 2. I'm on tier 1. At least the labs. Starting point. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. How am I? This is also a different version than I've used before. I used one that looked more like this. Devil's voice, are you there? What did that do? That worked. Whoa. That gave me what I wanted. How did I do that? Okay. At least I got somewhere with that. Cool. Got the post. But I don't know how to make it Foxy proxy? Like... Before we can modify the request, let's send this HTTP packet. I think I'm good. I can try and keep going. Let's send this HTTP packet to the repeater module of Burp Suite by pressing Ctrl R. Huh? Now let's grab a payload from this section that is titled handlebars node in the... What? Okay. But how do we do this part? Let's send... R. Control R, how does it do this? It's saying to use Control R, but okay, so Control R is supposed to be getting me there, but I guess we press. Now let's grab. Okay. Oh, so I wasn't supposed to see it doing anything when I press Control R. Okay, I see what you're. So is this how many times I sent it there? Oh, I just sent it like a bunch of times. Okay. Oops. Alright. Overthinking it. Alright, now let's grab a payload from the section that is titled. I can just take it from here, I guess. The above code might seem daunting to understand, but for this write-up, our main focus will be following line. This line instructs the server to execute a specific system command. In this case, who am I? Later in the write-up, we will be modifying this line to execute different commands on the server. After copying the full payload from HAXXING, we must URL encode it so that it will be correctly passed to the that copy it right? Making a request to a web server, the data that we send can only contain characters, certain characters from the standard 128 characters ASCII set. Reserved characters that do not belong to this set must be encoded. For this reason, we are using an encoding procedure that is called URL encoding. This sketch, I like it. All right, with this process, for instance, the reserved character and becomes %26. Luckily, Burp Suite has a tab called Decoder that allows us to either decode or encode the text of our choice with various different encoding methods in URL. Some casual RCE. All right. How do I paste it in here? Hi. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna keep the format. Hopefully that doesn't. Looks like it matters. Not doing. Thanks. Alright. I guess. Or encoding it anyways. Let's paste the above payload into the top. We already did that. Great. Copy the URL encoded payload that is in the bottom pane and paste it in the email equals field via the request tab. Encoded payload. Does not let me right click, so hopefully it's doing it without information. Okay. Yeah, okay, so we're back to problem here. We don't have... It doesn't match perfectly. I don't have this... I think because I didn't run it through proxy or whatever, I don't... Yeah, because it says content length 0. We need 1,883. Yeah. No, this is a screenshot. This is... Wait, you can't see it? What do you mean you can't see it? Oh, no, it is 1883. You were saying 1003. No. So on the left is the screenshot. Welcome back. On the right is actually what I'm doing. Try and make it bigger. I don't know if that helps. I need to go back and fix this. So what it wanted me to do is I was supposed to start Burp Suite and configure the web proxy, but I don't know how to figure it. So it wanted me to, where is it? Okay, it wanted me to use Burp Suite to capture a post request via Foxy proxy. So I don't know about this Foxy proxy part. I used Burp Suite to capture a post request, but I don't think I did it via Foxy proxy. I'm getting confused. Did you get what's with Burp Suite? Hi Ziggy Zig. I know you told me how to say it. Ziggy. Ziggy. What's with Burp Suite? I don't know. So I am crafting a post request. Did you get the payload that was encoded in the last step? That's what you'll put into the email. So the problem is that I don't have the email field is not showing in my request. Do I need to go to response? No. It's just not matching up with what they have here, and I don't know how to fix that. Like, I didn't configure my Burp Suite requests properly. You've done the proxy correct, and you forwarded it to the repeater. Now that you've encoded the who am I command, that needs to be put into the raw request and the repeater on the screen you got. And you need to manually add it. Okay. I just don't know why all this stuff doesn't match up, but okay. So I can just do it this way. Email equals they want me to. Okay. Suzuji, sorry. Proxy is an extension in the browser. I just don't, yeah, I don't know. So, the browser not here. What am I doing? I need to get out of here. Go back. Ah! How do I get out of this? Okay, so I sent it. Connection, it's showing it's closed over here and it's keep alive over here. That is throwing me a lot. Okay. That'll capture forward from the browser, but she did the request direct in burp, which is fine. Okay. Okay, so I guess we got what we wanted. That matches. Don't worry too much about some of the header response details. They will be very depending on your client list. Oh, okay. All right, thank you for the reassurance. All right, the response shows an error that states require is not defined. Okay. Taking a look at the payload, we notice the following code. This dot push, return require child process exec, who am I? This is likely the part of the payload that is erroring out. Where is it? What? coded payload that you just... Okay. So... I can't see it here. Okay. Watching you learn inspires me to start again. I had stopped learning for years, but seeing you grow makes me... Well, I'm very happy to hear that. That is very sweet. I really love to hear that. That's awesome. I'm trying my darndest. Yeah. You know, watching other people learn inspired me too, so I hear ya. Thank you for saying that. The goal is to grow. I've had too much stagnation in the past few years, so I'm ready to blossom. But pointed this out before. Where was this? Yeah. There it is. Back to that. Require is a keyword in JavaScript and more specifically Node.js that is used to load code from other modules or files. The above code is attempting to load the child process module into memory and use it to execute system commands. In this case, who am I? Okay, this is getting a little tricky. But I think we're still on track. Template engines are often sandboxed, meaning their code runs in a restricted code space so that in the event of malicious code being run, it will be very hard to load modules that can run system commands. If we cannot directly use require to load such modules, we'll have to find a different way. So what we just did didn't work, essentially. Okay. In computer programming, globals are variables that are globally accessible through the program. In Node.js, this works similarly, with global objects being available in all loaded modules. A quick Google search using the keywords Node.js global scope reveals this documentation that details all of the available global objects node. Okay, let's take a look, I guess. It's worth noting that the documentation also showcases a list of variables that appear to be global objects, but in fact are built-in objects. These are the following. Man, I'm not really sure what I'm looking at here, but okay. Tricky because in order to exploit a target system, it can be needed to learn about how the system works. In this case, Node.js. Ooh, are you doing the stand-up or are you like watching the stand-up? That's so fun. I've only been to stand-up like twice, like local stand-up. It was super fun though, but I totally got picked on. Have fun. Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying earlier. Yeah, at work though I do API development. You're doing a stand-up like comedy at work? I don't get it. That sounds horrifying. Why would you do that to yourself? Maybe I'm just not understanding what you're talking about, but I hope you have fun. Stand-up meeting. Oh, so oh. Jesus. I was thinking stand-up comedy. My bad. I'm a senior, I need to do several in a week. Oh, okay. That sounds like a lot. Good luck with that. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I'm not corporate enough to know what the hell a stand-up meeting is. Shell and tell, I actually wanted to do stand-up comedy. Yeah, right? Like, the couple times that I've been, it was so fun that I, like, started doing my own stand-up in my head, like, the following days, but I lost it. You got the jokes there, Shell and tell? Andrew's talking about Scrum. What? Scrum? Agile. Nice. I think that would be a really fun, like DEF CON event. I think they should do like hacker comedy. I was talking about this with someone not long ago. Yeah, I think that would be really fun. Doing a bunch of hacker jokes. Because there's so many. I mean, I don't know. I can't think of a single one off the top of my head, but DerbyCon has had comics several times. Nice. Never made it to DerbyCon. Is it still going? Yes, it is still going. I don't remember. That's not the one that ended, right? Oh, it is. Okay. But did they make hacker jokes or was it just regular comics? Dave Kennedy's con. Gotcha. I don't need therapy, I just need root access. Sushi. That's pretty good. A lot of like antisocial jokes. Nerd jokes. It was a mix of hackers and real comics. Nice. Yeah, they should just have like an event where they do like half of it's open mic and half of it's like the first half is just people that came prepared and that are scheduled in. And then they should just open the mic up and let anybody get up there because I know that would be like a hilarious shit show. And you know people would bomb, but when people bomb, it's almost funnier. All right, where was I? Globals. It's called Fire Talks. What's called Fire Talks? Opening the mic up? Okay, as seen from the list, require is in fact not in the global scope, and therefore in specific cases it might not be accessible. All right, so this is that specific case. Taking a closer look at the documentation, we see that there is a process object available. Documentation states that the object provides information about and control over the current node.js process. we might be able to use this object to load a module. Let's see if we can call it from the SSTI. Modify your payload as follows. Put it in. Okay. Did I put it? All of this. Okay, URL encode the payload as shown previously and send it using burp suite repeater. Do need some water. Hey, you're welcome back. Wait, where'd it go? Did it want me to go the payload as oh. There we go. Then bummed, only one person. Oh, you streamed? Yeah, it's rough out here. I don't know if you like if you're advertising anywhere, like it's hard to get viewers without like posting your stream somewhere. Like I've been really bad about advertising. I've only advertised on InfoSec list and in Chad's Discord. Chad B Noob's Discord, but also oh wait, no. But I need to like do something else. I need to get more creative with my advertising. Okay. So ShmooCon. Isn't ShmooCon over now officially too? Oh, your song debut. Well, again, same thing, like just advertising, I guess. I don't know. I shall check it out. Whatever Heidi told you. She didn't tell me anything. What are you talking about? She didn't talk to me. I have no idea. Okay. The response did not contain an error. Wait, I've got to go back to... Response did not contain error. Object. Okay, I did still get the error though. Right? Why is it? Did I not? What did I do wrong? I was gonna game and I tried. I set it all up, but it wasn't working properly. So like I don't know why, but when I start stream with gaming, it works fine. If I try to transition from studying stream to gaming, the game just like freezes up and sometimes it crashes my computer. I don't know. Thought it was my graphics card, but I fixed my graphics card and still struggling. Not like it was, but computers, man. They're tough. Is this not, am I not looking at the right thing? Oh, I did get a response. Oh, wait, is this what I wanted? I'm getting so confused. Okay, so we did get this as a response. Okay. Yeah, and I don't want to have to do that, so I just went back to studying. That is the last closing thing, I think. Did I click on your super long link? I guess so. Just for later, okay. I'm sorry, Peach, about your debut, but you know, just keep at it. My best advice. Okay, the response did not contain an error, and we can see the object process. This means process object is indeed available. Taking a closer look at the documentation of the process object, we see that it has a main module property that has been deprecated since the version 14 of Node.js. However, deprecated does not necessarily mean inaccessible. A quick Google search using the code words node.js main module reveals this blog post that details the usage of this property. Specifically, it mentions that the property returns an object that contains the reference of the main module. Since handlebars is running in a sandbox environment, we might be able to use the main module property to directly load the main function, and since the main function is probably not sandboxed, load require from there. Let's modify our payload once more to see if main module is accessible. Wait, what? Okay, so we're modifying the payload again. Keep forgetting how we do these things. I gotta go back to that was weird. My phone just started playing music. Okay. Don't do that. Yeah, music is one thing I love that keeps me connected to my grandma, though she passed away. Well, I guess you were close with your grandma. Sorry to hear that. Just want to say I appreciate you, girly. Yeah, sorry, my phone started playing an alarm or something. I turned it off. Yeah, I appreciate you too. Thanks. Sorry, I'm like trying to focus. Struggling. Go. Process dot. Okay, that's the only thing I think we're amending. Yeah, okay. We have to go back to, wait, no, we go. Ah! Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Nope. How do I undo that? What? Peter. Okay, now I send it again. You're all encode the payload and send it using repeater module. Shown previously, response is returned. So, okay, no error this time either. And we see an extra object at the end of the response, which means the property is indeed available. It can't be easy to do these complex lessons. I'm obviously enough to. Oh, I was missing. Oh, you're distracting me, but like I don't mind a little distraction. It is a little hard to manage, but I mean I'm up for the challenge for the most part. I just can't get too distracted sometimes, you know? I don't know what you're talking about now, Devil's Voice. I was talking to Peach. Now you're just confusing me with your confusion. No, Peach, you're good. Peach. You're entertaining me while I'm doing very tedious stuff, so all good. This time, property is indeed available. Now let's call require and load a module. Load the child process module as it is available on default. Wait, didn't we just take all that out? Conditions can be used. Did I just confuse myself? Huh? Are we like redoing what we... Now I'm confused on what we're doing, but okay. More than I was. Main module. There, which I thought we took out for reasons. Good? Okay. Pudding, I know one. Hey, no fighting. Can't believe this. What? I know one word that will make you laugh and or giggle. Pudding. Oh, Devil's voice. Okay, it's cool. Like, it's fine. Everything's fine. I am not bothered at all. Like, it's all good. Don't mind a little distraction here and there. It's not that no one wants you here. I think the nerds just really get focused on the nerd edge, you know? Well, he can't leave, he's my mod, but he did get a little unnecessarily pushy there. So. Okay, what is happening? I don't even understand. Why are we getting aggressive? I'm gonna have to time you out. Oh, I did not mean to time you out for that long. Okay, wait. I don't even know what's happening. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Peach, I do gotta focus. I don't know. Sorry about that. We don't need no drums in here. Okay, I untimed out Devil. I don't know. Yikes! I don't need all that. I'm just trying to hack the Gibson. Did I copy and paste this? No, not paste it. I don't. Okay, now we're gonna send it again. The response. Did I do this already? No, I don't know. I'm like off track now. After URL encoding and sending to payload, we can get the following response from the server. The require object has been called successfully in the child process module loaded. Let's now attempt to run system commands. I don't really understand what I'm doing. So we just keep like tampering with the payload to see what we can get it to do. But I'm not... Because did we or did we not already take out... Yeah, up here we took out the require, I thought, because... Why did we take it out? It said that this was causing the erroring out, though. Require is a keyword in JavaScript, and more specifically Node.js, that is used to load code from other modules or files. Above code is attempting to load the child process module into memory and use it to execute system commands. Man, yeah, this is really confusing now. Like, why did we take it out just to put it back in if it... I don't understand why it's working now. And process. Yeah, I don't know how much I'm gonna get out of this box because I'm not sure what all of this is doing. We need to run... We will need to URL encode the above payload once again. Basically said I'm not respectful of you. Yeah, I did take it out. Now then it told me to put part of it back in. Like, I don't know. It didn't really do a good job of explaining like why we're putting it back in there if we took it out. We're putting it actually like right back where it was. I guess in a different, like we put other stuff in here. Yeah, I don't know enough about the code to really understand, that's all. Okay, I fixed it again. We're gonna copy it again. Doing the same thing over and over. I'll remember better. Ooh, root. Root came up. So in the response, we see the output of the who I am my command is root. This means that we have successfully run system commands on the box, and also that the web server is running in the context of the root user. We can now proceed one of two ways. Boom! Pwned. Oh wait, I have not been doing... this. Oops. I didn't do any of the tasks. My bad. I definitely need to do that. It was 80 and 22. I think it was. Yeah. Oh, man, I remembered something. What software is running the service listening on HTTP web port? Identify. Node.js. Take a note. I don't know. Oh, can you Google the code? Can you Google the code and see what's going wrong that way? No. I'm not trying to figure out what went wrong. It's not that simple. I can't take a note yet. I'm trying to just fill in this, so give me a second. I don't really need to take a note right now. What is the name of a web framework according to WAPL? Oh, it's God. Is it Node.js again? Web. Oh, Express. What am I doing? Okay, what is the name of the vulnerability we test by submitting? SSTI, server-side template injector. What is the templating engine being? Templating. Handlebars. Alright, what is the name of the burst suite tab used to encode text? Yeah, I'll DM you. Have a good night, Peach. Thanks for stopping in. What is the name of the burp suite tab used to encode text? Encoder? Encoder? Okay. Repeater. No? Decoder. Alright, in order to send special characters into our payload in HTTP request suite, encode the payload. What type of encoding do we use? URL. Which I don't understand why, but sure. I guess because, well, oh, I guess I do understand why. Okay, when we use the payload from HackTricks to try to run system commands, we get an error back. What is not defined in the response error. And what variable is traditionally the name of the top level scope in the browser content on JOS? This is a variable. What variable is traditionally the name of the top level scope? The browser content, not in. I don't think we've gotten there. Okay, we've got root, so this means that we have successfully run system commands on the box and also that the web server is running in the context of root user, blah, blah, blah. We can now proceed in one of two ways. We can either get a reverse shell on the affected system or directly grab the flag. In this write-up, we'll focus on the latter. Aw. A reverse shell yesterday, that was fun. We know that the flag is most probably located in /root. We can also verify this. Let's change our command from who am I to ls/root to list all files and folders in the root directory. This is crazy that this is even possible. Now I feel like I'm hacking. I mean, I'm doing like Mad Libs hacking, but it's happening. It's like saying I'm a writer while doing Mad Libs. Snap. Okay, flag.txt. Cool. All right. Let's modify our payload in order to read it. /root. Now what are we getting? Haha! There's our flag. Hell yeah. Oh, I have to do this. Top. What is this? What variable is traditionally the name of a top-level scope browser contract? I don't know. Ah! Did it just mess up my machine? Oh. Okay, we're good. Ooh. I don't know. We talk about ends in an L. I don't think we talked about this. I don't see. Really? Okay. Name of port signal? I'm just gonna guess. Nope, that's signal. Nope. I don't even know what this question means. Top level scope. Oh, global. Cool. Boom. Another box done. All right. I feel good about the first room I did, the bike room, or is this bike? Yeah, this was bike. I feel better about ignition. This one was a little more like, I feel like I was doing too advanced stuff to really understand what I was doing. It's good practice and all using Burp Suite, but would I have been able to do this without the write-up? Absolutely not. Not even like a little bit, you know? So, but it's cool because I mean, I got to see how an expert or somebody more advanced would be doing this. I guess that's the point of it. Okay, well, today was a little rough. I guess I should end stream. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what happened today. Today was like a mess. Chat was a mess. Learning was a mess. My stream, just going back between studying and then gaming, and then gaming didn't work, and then going back to stream. Yikes. I feel like my stream has just been a little messy the past few days, but still having fun. Still learning. Alright, is there anybody that we want to raid? Don't have too many viewers, but maybe we can find somebody to raid. Let's see. Is Tri-Hat still going? Yeah. Hack Smarter. I don't. Ooh, let's do Hacks Hobgoblin. Y'all ready to raid Hacks Hobgoblin? It's been real. See y'all. Wait, not tomorrow, but Thursday. I'll be back on Thursday.
Low privilege escalation passing
S1Y_B0RG rated your channel with 5 viewers.
I'm going through the Optimum retired machine. It's a Windows Easy box on HackTheBox. We're working on server-side template injection. Okay. I still haven't gotten a handle on that. I'm definitely